I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This one sentence holds so much honor and respect and memories of the sacrifices from the men and women who have fought for our country. The pledge is not just a saying, it's a symbol for the people who have fought for us and served for us and allowed us to have this freedom in our lives. In the speech, I hope to address who created the Pledge of Allegiance, why we say it, and why we should keep saying it in our schools. In the historic documents from the Independence Hall of Association, they claim that the pledge was first written in August 1892 by a socialist minister named Francis Bellamy. The first time it was published was in the Youth's Companion on September 8, 1892. The original form has been changed 2 times. The final time was by President Eisenhower, who urged Congress to change it due to communist threats, and he wanted to add in the words "under God" to strengthen the Pledge of Allegiance and to unite the country. We started saying it to unite the country and to symbolize those who have fought for us and who have been there for us and who have gave us this freedom. Um, the controversy why we would not say it would be because of the First Amendment when they say separation between church and state. But in the Journal of the American Academy of Religion, The Pledge of Allegiance and the Meanings and Limits of Civil Religion by Grace Y. Kao and Jeremy E. Klepsky state that the controversy between the church and state shouldn't be involved in the pledge, because when you say "under God" in the Pledge of Allegiance, they're not meaning it by you need to believe in God and there should be a separation. They mean it with the meaning of America is not going to tell you what religion or what church you need to go to or believe in. They're saying under God just to bring the country together and unite us and make us strong. When our founding fathers left England, and the British, they wanted to get away from being only Catholic. Like, you didn't follow their religion or didn't go to their church, you were shunned or banished. And they wanted to get away from that. They wanted to have freedom. They wanted to be able to do what they want, say what they want, and go to what church they want to do. That's why we became Americans. And that's why the Pledge of Allegiance unites us. That's why we have everything we have. That's why we have the freedom we have. And that why we should say it in our schools is to bring back respect, to show our kids that people fought for us. People fought for us to have this freedom. Like, we didn't just it wasn't just given to us. We had to fight for it. We had to earn it. And that's why so many men and women have sacrificed their lives for our country and for ourselves, for our freedom, to give us what we have right now. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have everything we have now. We wouldn't have freedom of speech or freedom of church or anything like that. So that's why we need to keep it in our schools, to show we have respect for where we came from and honor. A good example of that is from Senator John McClain, who stated in 2004 to address the people of the importance of the flag and the Pledge of Allegiance. In this address, he directly talks about when he was a prisoner during the Vietnam War. Sometimes the Vietnamese would allow them to have a meal, and one time his cellmate got a bamboo needle. He found some red thread then, and he created the American flag. And every day they would say the Pledge of Allegiance in honor of their country to remind them that their country was going to come find them. Their country was going to come save them from the Vietnamese and bring them back home to their families. It was their only way of life. It was their only thing that was keeping them, striving them to keep living and to keep pushing to get back home. And one day, the Vietnamese were doing cell checks, and they found the flag. And they found out it was cellmates, and they took his cellmate and beat him up. and destroyed the flag. When they brought him back, John tried to clean up his cellmate and do everything to get him comfortable, or at least as comfortable as it could be. And his cellmate went in the corner after he got cleaned up, and he got his needle out and the red thread, and he made the flag again because it was important to him to know that America was looking out for him and that he had to keep holding on to see his family again, to have faith in America for that to happen again. And that's why it's so important for our kids to be able to have this in their lives, to have the Pledge of Allegiance and to know what it means. Thank you.